everyone. Hey, it is your girl, Precious Williams, and I am the proud host of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Today is Happy Father's Day. Today is Juneteenth. This is an amazing day, and I don't mean to keep you all too long today. As we know, I want you to celebrate it with your fathers, grandfathers, fathers you have chosen. If you can get to a Juneteenth event, in fact, I'm speaking at a Juneteenth event at City Point in Brooklyn today. And so I'm doing a fireside chat at 5:30 and a pitch competition at 6. So first, I want to thank my grandfather. May the Lord rest his soul. Baby Raymond Williams. I want to thank my father who gave me life, Ray Melvin Williams. His birthday was yesterday. Can you imagine his birthday and then Father's Day? What a great combination. And to all the great fathers and to my friends who are fathers, thank you for the impact that you all have on this world. To my Heavenly Father, thank you for second, third, and 55th chances. But again, welcome to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Today's episode is all about pitch, please. What happens when you win pitch competitions? All of a sudden, I feel like I got to sneeze, y'all. Hold on. I am so sorry for that. So why would I even come up with this? Why would I come up with this? Why is this show, pitch? Why is this show Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster? As a 13-time national elevator pitch champion, top Fortune 500 sales trainer, four-time number one best-selling author of the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only series, to my next book that's coming out in September 22 called The Pitch Queen. I eat, sleep, live, and breathe pitching. That's the elevator pitch, the media pitch, the investor pitch, the sales pitch, the speaker pitch, and the interview pitch. So those are 6 different types of pitches. I specialize in all of them. I'm not a generalist, but I specialize in all of them because I have had success and my clients have had success in all of them. When I started my company, Perfect Pitches by Precious, I really wanted to help women, get funding for their businesses through pitch competitions. And we started off there, and then we kept taking pitching to the next level. Well, with pitching, I was able to earn media. And I was able to show my clients how to get earned media, the Forbes, the Shark Tanks, 2-minute drill, all of those things my clients have done. But then what about for entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs need to know how to get earned media. They need to know how to create sales pitches for the different audiences they may serve. So what did we do? We came back with that too. What about with speakers? A lot of speakers are getting told you can only speak for free. You have to pay into this and maybe you'll get seen. Well, I want to show you how to be booked, busy, and paid with a killer speaker pitch, but also with Booked and Busy Speakers Bootcamp, it shows you the stuff that people don't tell you about the speaking industry and how to set up the perfect foundation for that. So if you are new or if you're returning, I'm so happy you're here. Please write in the chat your name, the name of your company. And if you don't have a company, tell me if you're a speaker or entrepreneur and what do you want to do with your with pitching, right? And again, the reason why I created this is because this week, y'all, okay. How many times, if you're an entrepreneur, have you ever had so many wins in one week? Let me tell you, this week has been incredible. Number one, Tuesday, I went to this Tory Burch Embrace Ambition Summit. That was live. It was live, right? And so this is the 3rd time they've had it. I was actually at the first one. And at the first one, even though I was a student at the Bowery Mission Women's Center, which meant I was actually technically homeless, I managed to pitch to get my first speaking engagement. I hadn't spoken really in 2 years because I was in the Bowery Mission Women's Center. Well, I pitched to the program director, and that took me into the stratosphere. Because she introduced me to all of these great companies that I eventually got to pitch for. I got an influencer contract with a lingerie company. Like, that's what pitching can do, right? And yes, I was in my 40s getting an influencer contract. Keep that, get it how you live. So then, here I'm going back to the 3rd annual. It was hard to get them tickets. Y'all know them live free tickets to Tory Burch event. That means the heavy hitters were in the room. So the woman who blessed me with that speaking opportunity at the very first one, we there together, the executive director. I'm seeing clients that hired me in the past. I'm seeing prospects who turned into clients that day. It was like a family reunion. I have to give a shout out to the queens, the Hudson Valley Women in Business. My friend Lori, she's in Hudson Valley. She booked me years ago, and now we're reconnecting. There were so many women that I couldn't believe how in the last 3 to 4 years have touched my life, and we were all there together. I think about Kimba. Kimba has raised over $1 million for her feminine hygiene products. Yeah, one of the few Black women who's raised over $1 million for her business. Again, there were so many people. So that my heart was full, y'all. Then I did a media summit, and that was wonderful too. But on Tuesday night, so I'm at Tory Burch's event. What I didn't realize is that night, one of my clients took first place. His name is Matt. And he took first place at the Founders First Capital pitch competition in Chicago. First place. I was so proud when he posted it. I was like, okay. But then I learned today, okay, that's one. I learned today that my other client took first place audience, like it was like the audience award. Okay, that's two. Okay, so let me run it by you. Then this Friday, I was at Black Women Talk Tech in Brooklyn at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And the only day I could get there was Friday, and that was the day of the competition. So I get there, I'm all kind of frazzled, and I'm making all these connections because everywhere I'm going, it's like a family reunion for entrepreneurs. Okay. And the client that that Black Women Talk Tech assigned me to as a pitch trainer. Y'all, when the pitch competition started, I was so nervous, and my client went first. So I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh. And I'm watching her, and I'm trying not to cry because you don't often get to see your clients do this. Whatever. Don't forget it. In the comments, tell me who you are, entrepreneur, speaker. Why are you here? Because I'm about to tell you some things. And yes, I don't have notes. We're going in today. She did amazing. I was sitting next to a woman who videotaped her, and I didn't even realize the time. I'm not gonna put her name on blast. So anyway, she did her thing. Everyone else came up great, right? And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, how's she gonna place, right? Because I had her pegged at either 1 or 2 or 2 or 1. I just had that. I just knew. And the first prize was $20,000. And some other prizes that you fast track into a $500,000 competition, right? Amazon Web Services, grants, and stuff like that. Second prize was $5,000, fast track to a $500,000 competition, and other prizes. Third place, I don't even remember. You see, I always talk about 1 and 2, right? So then they did third place. The woman was great. She was awesome. Then they said second place, and my client is Allsprague, and the CEO is Earn. And they called it, all I could do was cry, right? Because I didn't have a lot of time with her. And all I could do was cry. And I was like, oh my God, and you feel like a mom because I really go hard for my clients, right? And I'm watching her on stage, and I'm filming. I'm trying to take it all in. And I'm so thankful to Black Women Talk Tech. I'm thankful to Rochelle and Burrow for putting me on to that. I'm thankful to Chantel George of Sisters in Sales for providing the opportunity. And so, y'all, when I tell y'all, she came off that stage, and I was taking pictures, and I said, I want you to enjoy all of this, right? So then I went back, and the woman who's sitting next to me is actually in the VC world. She sent my client's presentation, her 2-minute pitch, to some venture capital firms, and they were like, yeah, we need to meet with her because they specialize in the type of stuff that she does, investing in those type of things. And I was like, now that is why pitch competitions matter. Now, I want you all to know money is great. Getting that money, getting that coin is great. And let's give a shout out to the first place winner, Clear Coat. Oh, she was dope. Do you? And she had such a crowd in the audience. I said, it feels so good when you can watch people pitch and there are people in the audience. Most of the pitch competitions I've been in, nobody was there with me. And although I won, I wonder what would have been like if people were there, So anyway, So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, it's not the money, y'all. The money is great. But let me tell you, the relationships are better. There is media in the audience. There are investors in the audience. There are people who are watching you to have that one moment with you to talk to you and let you know that they not only do they have the money, but they have the connections that'll take you even further, right? And so let me go over and speak to my distinguished guests. I am so honored you all are here with me. It is Juneteenth today. And for those of you who are new, as a killer pitch master and as a 13-time national elevator pitch champion, I've trained over 300 plus pitch champions, business elevator pitch, investor pitch champions, right? Millions of dollars, whatever. I've done that. So if you want to know how to take your pitch, whether it's your elevator, your media, your investor, your sales, your speaker, interview pitch to the next level, please take my quiz at pitchingforprofit.com. It's 6 short questions. It's free. Pitchingforprofit.com. You can take it now and let me know the first line that it tells you about yourself. What it does is the algorithms tell you where you are right now and where you can be, right? And so that's why pitching is important. I want you to bait, attract, and close with ease. So if you want to do that, check out my free quiz, pitchingforprofit.com. Take it right now because we're about to go in. And if you have questions, drop that tape. Because let me see what my peeps are saying. Y'all know how we be struggling in these streets. Tamisha, hello. I'm so glad you're here. Good afternoon. Sandra, happy new National Holiday with Love. Sandra Armstrong for President 2024, 32-0. Hey, zero violence, independence, hallelujah. Okay, I'm with that, Sandra. LinkedIn user, my name is Dweena. Is it Dweena or Dwayna? Please let me know because I want to say your name right. Bridge Mohan, I'm still trying to figure out my purpose. You know what? It takes time, right? So I'm in my 40s. I didn't realize what my purpose was probably until like 39 or 40, right? I had done everything that people expected of me. I tried to live on the straight and narrow path, and it was boring and it was tired and it was through. And when I decided to embrace all of me, and I know some people are like, that's not true. If you ask my friends, if you ask my clients, the way you see me right now is how I walk into Google, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Federal Reserve Bank, into a QuickBook, Yelp, any place I've trained. This is really me. And I was told that I was too much, too big, too all this sort of thing. And I decided no, because there are women out there who need to know that they can be themselves. You don't have to have the straight hair and the six-pack abs or the Brazilian butt lift. Now, if you haven't, listen, you snatched. Get it how you leave. But for those of us who don't, I'm not going to let anybody disrespect me saying I need to look and sound and act like everybody else. If God wanted us to all be the same, we'd all look the same, act the same, talk the same. So I encourage you, keep asking your creator, keep asking others, like, what are the things that really stand out to them about you? Because maybe there's so much messages coming into you, you can't see how great and how dope you are. It will come. It doesn't come overnight, but it will come. Teresa Dudley. Hi, Teresa. Benefits advisor, independent agent. Love it. Is it Atara or Atara? Let me know, Queen, because I hope I'm looking cute to you today, Queen. You know. Hey, Atara. And for my full figure divas and my plus size fashionistas, Atara styles us and makes us look what hella cute. Like we step in, like leave them all quiet. Leave them all quiet. Leave them all quiet. Atara, you know what to do, Queen. Let me just see. I'm sorry, y'all. V Brown, CEO and founder of V Brown Speaks, Listening and Learning. I love it, Queen. LinkedIn user, happy Juneteenth. I want to know who you are, LinkedIn user. Yes, LinkedIn user. Thank you. Teresa Deadly. Teresa, new to entrepreneurship. Are you asking me if I'm new or are you new? Let me know. LinkedIn user. I love it. So the reason, and please let me know if you all are taking the quiz. You can take it right now. You can be on your phone taking. I can't see you, so you can go ahead and do that. And again, pitch please. Now, as y'all know, pitch please is almost, I think we're down to the final days. It's in publication, so the trademark is coming. I'm so excited with pitch please. And so, wait, let me show y'all something. Give me a second, y'all. Pitch please. Do y'all see that? Pitch please. Atara, do you like that? You see that microphone? She talking that talk. So why is this important, right? Some of you might be thinking, okay, well, what if I never enter a pitch competition? I understand that some people will never enter a pitch competition for investor dollars, but every one of you needs to be pitching yourself, your business, your brands, your books, your products and services in such a way to the right audience who will eventually buy. So some of you might be wondering, well, what is a pitch? A pitch is a short, brief way of introducing you, your brand, your books, your products, your services, or anything you want to put out in the world in such a way that it eventually leads to the sale. I didn't say it leads to the sale right then and there. It may take time because you want to build relationships. And so if that sounds like, oh, okay, well, if I just say a couple of words, people start buying. How many of y'all have started your businesses, put something out there in the world and nobody bought? No family, no friends, no associates, no nothing. And be honest, put it in the comments. You can raise your hand. You can say, that happened to me. You know what? It happens to everyone. And I know that a lot of us are looking on social media. Everybody's popping. Everybody's lit. Everybody is not. Everybody is not. Everybody is not. And that's why pitching is important. Because a lot of us are pitching to the general public, which isn't specific enough. Right? So when I started Curvy Girls Lingerie, I didn't say, oh, we're just doing this for plus size women. I said for full figure divas and plus size fashionistas. Because when you say plus size women, people shy away from it, even if they don't want to tell you. When I said full figure divas and plus size fashionistas, people were like, what? Even when I was on Shark Tank, they were like, yo. I was like, yeah. Because when you change your language, you change the game you play in, right? And I don't know about y'all. I don't play the game. I change the game. Why is that important? So let me tell you a way of thinking about pitching. And I will say this till the day I'll probably leave this earth. So if you don't understand pitching from that perspective, a lot of people are pitching generally, hoping somebody bites. My thing is we need to get real specific about the people we're reaching out to. You might think, oh, well, demographics, psychographics. Yes, that's great. But let me break it down a little bit further than that. So imagine it's the holidays. You're going over somebody's house. They eat, you're going to be eating. It might be Big Mama house. It might be your partner's house, your husband, your wife, whoever. It could be friends or whatever. You going to kick it. You go in the house, you smelling the food, you dapping it up, you breaking bread, you chopping it up. And then someone says dinner. And you're like, I'm about to eat. You're excited because the stomach getting ready. So as everybody starts putting stuff on their plate. Think about the things you want on that first plate, right? Whether you're a vegetarian, vegan, pescatarian, or like me, listen, I like it all. Do you hear me though? So start thinking about the things you're going to put on your plate. And if you're listening right now, think about put the top 3 things you're going to put on your plate first in the chat. That's how I know if y'all really listening. Think about that. What's the first 3 things you're going to put on your plate? And just start listening to them. I'm going to keep going on, but I want to know, is it macaroni and cheese? Is it greens? Is it turkey? Is it salmon? Is it, I don't know, cranberry sauce? Whatever it is, is it matzo ball soup? What is it? Start putting that in the comments. So as you get ready to sit down, I want you to look at that plate. That plate looking good, ain't it? It's looking real nice, right? You're like, So you're looking at this plate. That plate represents you, your business, your brand, your products, your services, everything. It represents your skill set, your ability, your market, the people who know you, the people who are going to rock with you, and the people who are coming, your prospects. That plate represents so much. And I want y'all to think about it. Look at that plate. Look at it. It's, even if you eat a light eater, the things on your plate, that's everything. Now, as y'all say grace, and grace has been said, or your prayer, pick up your fork or your spoon. What's the first thing you're going to taste on that plate? What's the first thing you're going to taste? Because you just know I'm always going to start off with this. Put it in the comments. You talked about the first 3 things you're going to put on it. Now, what's the first thing you're going to put that fork or your spoon into? Knowing me, if my grandmother were around, I put it in the dressing because I that giblet grit. Come through. And as you bring it, close your eyes. Bring that first taste to your mouth. I want you, before you put it in your mouth, look at that fork. And I know this is figurative, y'all. It's an analogy. That's what your pitch is. Your pitch is a short, it's a juicy morsel, a taste of more to come. A pitch, if done right, is juicy morsels, bite by bite. It is not the whole plate. Think about what I just said. Too often we give it all. That's too much information for any market. What do they need to know? What is a particular challenge or problem that they have in their language, not yours? In their language. What is your unique solution? And I promise y'all, if all you're doing is watching what everybody else is doing and saying the same thing, that's why it's not working. Your target market is not clear because you're using the language that everybody else uses. What the big the gurus may say. Your target market might not be their target market. Some of y'all are more focused on corporations. Some of y'all are focused on nonprofits. Some of y'all are focused on those who are starting in their journey as speakers, as authors, as consultants. My target market is not the same as everybody else's. That is why your pitches have to be very specific in their language, addressing their problem in their language so it's clear who you're talking to. Even when we're talking about like full-figure divas and plus-size fashionistas, the women that, I targeted with Curvy Girls Lingerie were usually between the ages of 35 to 59. They were already successful. They had the coins, and they wanted to look bomb underneath their clothes, because when they come out, y'all already know. You see what I'm saying? It was very, very clear who I was speaking to, right? Okay, good. But if you do your pitch right, it invites questions. It's gonna have people like, oh. When I used to go on stage and pitch Curvy Girls, people are like, she too fat, she too black, no Ivy League degree, baby. I'm about to shock and awe today. And when I would be pitching, you would think that only women would like it. Let me tell you something, men. Like when I went on Shark Tank, y'all. Now most of the sharks on Shark Tank are men. Do you know they was feeling it? Because I came ready. They are not my target market, but they were the type of investors I wanted to ensure. I had the facts, the figures, the statistics to share with them that there are over 40 million women size 14 or larger in the United States just like me. And we all want pretty underwear. It's just too bad the most mainstream lingerie companies don't create any products for women my size. But we did. Then I talked about how we started the Curvy Girls Lingerie website, how we created our own direct home party sales model. Did you hear me? Oh, Black women did that. And then we went on a nationwide tour. How did we cross six figures in less than 6 months with a company nobody believed in? Not my family and not my friends. See, I can't worry about that because that's not my target market. It's not my family and friends. They usually come along after everybody else sees you. Do y'all see what I'm saying? You got questions in the comments. Tell me what you're hearing. Tell me what you're hearing. When you are at a networking event and you're giving your pitch, remember it's the fork versus the plate. The fork, which is that juicy morsel, enough to pique their curiosity and make them want to learn more, catch you off on the side. Do you hear what I'm saying? No matter where I go, when I bless the microphone, if I'm asking a question at an event, I always throw my pitch before anything. Let's be clear. Some people can say you're doing too much. Maybe you're doing too little. I'm not worried about what you're doing. Please don't worry about what I'm doing. You're not even my target market. Let me know how y'all feel. If we have some speakers in the audience, let me offer this to you. Since I am an international professional speaker who's been doing this since I was 16 years old. Yes, I'm 43. That's 27 years. I came out of homelessness, addiction, 5 years, almost 4 years, 5 years plus I've been clean and sober off of alcohol. 4 years, almost 4 years ago, I walked out of homelessness, and my grief was caused by losing the actor who was the love of my life, who inspired me to start Curvy Girls Lingerie. The reason why I look the way I do today is partly because of him. The reason why I have such confidence today is because even when he met me, I was 327 pounds. He still was rocking with me, taking me on sets and fluing me out like an Instagram thotty. Did you hear me though? Did you hear me though? But I had to prove that it was an anomaly. That there are full-figure divas who are wanted by these men. You can believe everything you see on social media. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I experienced. And we would not have made money if people did not believe in us. right? I wouldn't have been invited to Shark Tank private audition. No standing in line. Y'all don't want to smoke. So I'm going to go and see what kind of questions you all have. But what I was saying, because I've been an international professional speaker, because I am book busy and paid as a speaker every week, all day, every day. In fact, I want to share with you all, I am the keynote speaker at a high school graduation in the Bronx outside this upcoming Friday. And yes, it is a paid opportunity, and I got it. Number two, I'm speaking at like a Newark economic board meeting, right? And I'm so thankful because that's what pitching can do for you. I went from winning pitch competitions to teaching women how to win pitch competitions, to teaching everyone how to win pitch competitions, to becoming a corporate sales trainer, to becoming a best-selling author, to becoming a dynamic media personality, to now hosting and being the pitch trainer of a national television show for entrepreneurs that debuts in the fall. Yeah, I don't want this. This is what I'm telling you. When your pitches are great and people understand it's for them and that you are invested in seeing their success, when my clients succeed, that's why this is important. So even if you're not entering a pitch competition, you will have to create a sales pitch that baits, attracts, and closes with ease. For speakers, you're going to need to know how to get conference organizers and event planners to see you. That is why we created the Speaker One workbook plus Canva templates, because this workbook is going to show you how to put together your Speaker One and clarify it and get you right. And then the Canva templates put it all in a beautiful way so that you can share it with the world. It also teaches you how to really start pitching yourself so you don't sound like everybody else who's speaking. Right? What industries do you really need to be in versus the one you think you need to be in because everybody else is in them? So check that out. It's only $27. You can go to bookedandbusyspeakers.com/one sheet. And let me see what my peeps is saying. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me just see, y'all. Y'all know I got to scroll up. Y'all know I got new computer. You know how we do. We be struggling in these streets. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold on. VPS and the NBA. Okay, hey V. Okay. Teresa, I'm new in both owner and sales. Got it, Queen. Listen, we all started somewhere. And I don't ever want you to think that when everybody starts, everybody comes out the gate, $5 million in sales. Don't let people fool you. That is not true for most people. I'm willing to say probably about 95% of people. A lot of this is fake fraud and fugazi. I hope that what you're hearing is authenticity from me, because I told you I was homeless. I told you I was a severe alcoholic, and the principles that I teach and I train with the biggest companies in the world, to speakers, to entrepreneurs and authors, works. But you don't have to take my word. You can scroll through my LinkedIn and see the winners. My clients make me look good because it tells you it's not about me. If I can help them, then it happens. And success is a process. It's a process to change your mindset. It's a process to believe that you can beyond all odds. It was a process for me to believe at 327 pounds, I was beautiful enough to stand next to Hollywood actresses and not feel scared. It took a lot of guts when people kept telling me that my company, Curvy Girls, would never take off. And here I was on Shark Tank. Y'all said it wouldn't, but we did. Okay. V, that happened to me. What happened to you, V? Tell me. Oh, LinkedIn user said meat, veggies, and bread. See, you cutting up, LinkedIn user. LinkedIn user, baked chicken. See, you cutting up. V, turkey, mac and cheese, greens. See, you know what time it is. Greens, meats, condiments. Yeah, V and Teresa. Hold on, y'all. Let me scroll down. Y'all know when you get a new computer, you be acting up. Okay. LinkedIn user, I'm not an entrepreneur yet. That is perfectly fine. But let's just say you want to give birth to something. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to put yourself out there for a particular position, a job that you really, really want. Maybe you want to stay top of mind with VIP so you can be considered in certain things. Let me tell you something. Everybody needs to pitch. Everybody needs to learn the art and the science of the killer pitch. I want you to what? Slay all competition. Come through. Teresa said greens. I'm with you. Lindsay said the meats, be mac and cheese. Teresa says, what about selling insurance? Finding it's not so easy, even though you think it's something everybody needs. Lots of questions. Well, Teresa, the truth of the matter is, when I do these sessions, first of all, I want to share with you all what is possible. If you're looking for real one-on-one help, I am available, but I will also say this: it takes time. Right? So do I work with insurance professionals? Of course I do. I also work with let's see, New York Life, Morgan Stanley. So I've worked with a variety. Like when you work with so many people over the years, I'm just telling you that there's a depth and breadth to what I do. That's why I'm a trainer. I am not a coach. I'm a trainer. Because if I'm not around, I want you to be able to do what it is that you do. And sometimes when it comes to insurance, we already know. I know that insurance can be difficult because everybody needs it, but the way people talk about it is so bland and boring. It's so bland and boring. And just telling people you need it, people will buy what they want versus what they really need, right? And so I need to make sure I understand who really is your target market. Who are you going after? Who really is it? Everybody? Because if everybody, then that's not going to work. Is it particular people in your network? Is it at certain event? Like I need to know more things. And that's why you having lots of questions is great because again, I started with nothing. And to come up with an entire company from scratch and to go out and do what I did, I can't think of I can't think of someone better to work with in anything as someone who's actually done it without coming from money or connections. I just built it on the way up. So again, just check out what we're doing on the site. You don't have to work with me. Listen, I have digital online training products for you. Whatever fits. And that's for everybody at www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. But you're not in an uncommon place. Even if you weren't in insurance, it is always hard to get started and to build buzz. That is why if you truly believe what everybody tells you, it happens instantly. It's not true. It takes time to build quality relationships that will lead to money. But when you do it and you do it well, you consistently put yourself out in a certain way. And I think for insurance professionals, you can't always be posting. So the things that you have to put in newsletters and stuff like that has to still be catchy. We can talk about that. Oh, hold on. LinkedIn user, you are a blessing. No, you are a blessing. Teresa, this is my first time listening. You're amazing. Thank you so much. How can we connect? So I'm going to put my website information up as we get closer to the end. Folks love my work in corporate America. Gave me rave reviews. Yet it took a while for me to land my first paid consulting gig. I assist my clients in uncomplicating the complicated. My experience is 7 diverse sectors, what makes my problem solving skills very broad. Ooh. Look at you. V, I see you. I see you. So let me just make sure I got everybody, okay? So I'm going to go back here, right? So my website is www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. On my website, you can see, my free quiz. You can see some of the things that we're doing. You can check out the events. In fact, I'm speaking in Brooklyn today at the Juneteenth celebration at City Point in Brooklyn. So that's close to the cab station off the B and the Q. The B40. Okay. So I'll be there later on today doing a fireside chat about entrepreneurship. And then at 6:00, they're going to do a pitch competition and I'm one of the judges. So think about that. When I start, I want to make sure this is understood. I'm 10 years into being an overnight success. The reason why y'all see me so much today that y'all have never seen me before is because I stayed consistent and persistent when people told me it was impossible. When people told me it might be better for me to get a job, I just needed to prove that I didn't have to look, sound, and act like everybody else to make it. And by hook or by crook, and with the good Lord upstairs, I made it. And I'm still going to make it. And I'm still showing y'all what is possible. Was it easy? No. Oodles and noodles was my friend. Did I have times when I couldn't pay rent? Yes. Did I have times where I was scared that the IRS is going to be knocking on my door like, keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. On my website, you can also see how you can work one-on-one with me. On my website, you can also see the group trainings that I do. In fact, I told you where I'm speaking twice on Friday at a high school in the Bronx. It's going to be an outdoor ceremony. And then later on, speaking in Newark, New Jersey. Just yesterday, I taught the Booked and Busy Speakers Boot Camp. And the ladies who attended, when I tell y'all, it's supposed to be from 12 to 3. We went from 12 to 4. Do y'all hear me? Nobody left. Think about that. And all of them said, I've never been taught this way. I said, because this is what I do. For 27 years, or at least 25 out of those 27 years, I've been learning and growing and investing in myself. And so I know a lot of y'all heard about, you need to invest, but it has to still be like wise. So when we're starting, we want to buy everything. And certain things I want you to learn. I want you to feel through it, right? If you started with all the money, you're still going to miss certain things. And so we get in the trenches, and you need to understand that even though a lot of us have been there and done that, we still need to meet you where you are and not forget what it felt like. Right. And so I pray that that's been helpful. So again, I have digital products on there. I have speaker development training. I have a pitch training. Uh, I have my books, the Triple Threat Pitch Book Bundle with the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs, speakers only. Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, the workbook, and Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches Playbook to convert conversations into currency. You can get that on my website. It's called the Triple Threat Pitch Book Bundle. Yes, I've had 2 billboards in Times Square with my books. Yes, my books have been reviewed by Forbes magazine, 4-time book of the year, a finalist for business sales and economics. Yes, with a title, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches. That's a pitch in and of itself. If you get people to take a look at the title, you got them. So does anyone have any questions? But what happens after you win pitch competitions? What happens after you get that first taste of media? How do you leverage it? And that's why pitching is so fun. Let's say you do get a big client, right? You can leverage that. When I got into Google, then it made it easier to get into Microsoft, got it easier to get into LinkedIn, got it easier to get into Yelp, got easier to get into Federal Reserve Bank, got easier to get into all of these places because now I had credibility and I could put those logos. And I also had the flyers from all the things that I've done, right? So it doesn't just stop with one. So although we were talking about pitching today, I want pitch competitions. I want you to know every sale has to matter to you. Every sale, from a book, from a program, from a service, a product, every sale has to matter because someone is giving you their money. It's supposed to be high inflation. We've had a pandemic, economic downturn, and social unrest, and people are still rocking with you. So don't get discouraged if it hasn't happened yet. Persistence always beats resistance. So resist the urge to watch the news that's going to tell you everything bad because it's going to make you think you can't do it. There are people every day making millions, hundreds, dollars, and cents. There are people who made $2.30 that didn't make it yesterday. So keep going. And to your naysayers, if they're not doing what you're doing, why are you listening? I need you to be in the trenches I need you to listen to people who've been in the trenches instead of people who are like, well, this didn't work for us. I'm not worried and you shouldn't be worried. So before I end, let me just make sure that if there's any links that you all want, I want you to reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can go into LinkedIn right now if you have another link and go to Precious L. Williams, Killer Pitchmaster, and connect. Don't follow, connect with me and say you saw this, Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster today, and I'll know to accept you. If there are any particular links you need, I will send it to you. So the links I talked about today were my Pitching for Profit, that time a free quiz, Pitching for Profit. I think the second one was my $27 speaker one workbook and Canva template. And then my website. So I think that's all I have to say. Oh, my Triple Threat Pitch Book Bundle. So you can say books. And just let me know. So I'm gonna come over here and see what y'all talking about. And then we're gonna get out of here because I know I've taken up a lot of your time today and I got to get out of here. Okay, so okay, Brandon. Well, I'm still looking for a woman to be my queen. I truly hope you find her, Brandon. It's glad you're here. Brandon, great job for all the comments. Thank you, Brandon. Hashtag TYMED, teaching young minds every day. You better believe it. Okay. Time Med Corley, I'm with it. Teresa, you are amazing and unbelievably talented. Thank you. Brandon, how do I find a queen? Actually, Brandon, I have to be honest, I don't know how to tell you how to do that. That's not my zone of genius. And I am strong enough and confident enough to say that's not my zone of genius. I'm a pitch master. I don't pitch to get relationships. Maybe I should think about that, but no, that's not my zone of genius. And I'm sure there are a lot of talented men and women that you can find that can help you find your queen. Okay. Okay. I am not a sellout for myself for money. Okay. All right. Hold on. Brandon, you're doing a great job. Teresa, mind blowing. Will you please send your links to my email? Yahoo, thank you. This was so inspiring. Actually, I'm not what I'm asking you, the LinkedIn user with DWINTB, can just go to my LinkedIn and send me the message, because I have to get out the door to go to the Juneteenth, and I'm not going to remember to look back at this. So please bear with me. I have a full plate. So I will make it easy as long as you tell me what you need, and all the links in the comments. And if you send me a direct message on LinkedIn, or as you connect with me and say you were at this, I'll make sure I send it to your email address. But I can't do it from here because I got to get out the door. Okay. And does anyone else, and thank you so much, LinkedIn user. So for everyone else, thank you all so much for being here with the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. I am your proud host, Precious Williams, and I hope you've been delighted just to hear about certain things. The reason why I want to start off with my three clients that won pitch competitions is because if I don't have credibility, if I ain't got no receipts, then I'm not who I say I am, right? And as a 27-year international professional speaker, as a #1 best-selling author 4 times, and working with the biggest companies and with some of the greatest speakers, entrepreneurs, and authors, it is my honor to share their successes with you. In fact, early today, I feel like so much came at me. One of the women that won a pitch training with me through the Luminary, she won a big pitch competition yesterday, and I didn't even know it. I was on I Fund Women, and I think it was on I Fund Women, and I said, "Oh, you gonna kill it?" She said, "I already won." Bam! And the company is East X West, right? So I appreciate you all for coming here. If you have any questions, as I said, the best way to reach out to me is to go to LinkedIn or find me on other social media and send me a direct message. But you have to say from here. I get a lot of messages that have nothing to do with me. So I will delete if it has nothing to do with me, right? Or if it's just like spam or something like that. So please reach out to me. There's one more comment. Let me just see, and then I'll let you go, okay? LinkedIn user will do. All right. So I just want you all to know it has been a pleasure. Let me go back to making sure y'all see everything. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me do this. Take that off. Okay, so let me go here. So again, this has been the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Today's episode was on Pitch Please. What happens when you win pitch competitions? Basically, how do you leverage any wins that you have from pitching, whether it's selling and speaking and investor, media, elevator, all that sort of thing. What do you do? My greatest thing is I know how to package, position, and pitch you in ways that you don't know how right now. Sometimes when you're too close to your business, you'll keep saying the same things because you think it sounds good to you. But if it's not bringing in anything, you might want to bring in a heavy hitter to show you why you're playing in the wrong sandbox. And your target market that you might be seeking may come after they see your success in another industry or, something else. But I look forward to hearing from you all. I look forward to seeing what you think of this particular episode. And if you know people who should watch this, who watch the replay, type their names in the comments and tell them why they should watch. I'm not going to contact them at all, I promise. But show them why they should come to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Usually every Sunday. We probably will go to every other, like bi-weekly or monthly. But keep coming back. We get better and better. Thank you all. Have a great day. Thank you for coming to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Happy Father's Day to our fathers of the world. And Juneteenth is here. Let's go. All right. Love you all. Bye.